In our classes over the past few years, we had a number of discussions regarding the pH balance of acid alkaline in the blood and how important it is to overall health. Can you enlighten us on some of the factors here?
Yes, Brother Lewis, as we said, the pH value given to that is given to indicate the acid acidity and the alkaline of a substance. The pH scale runs from 0 to 14. A reading of 0 indicates strong, complete acidity. 7 is the neutral, that's the middle way, and 14 is completely alkalinity, which is we don't want it low and we don't want it extremely high. We want to keep it like 7.5. Now, maintain the pH of your body. Fluid is the key health and in some cases life itself. Digestive fluids may be as low as 1.0. This is stomach acid, which is needed to break down the foods you eat. We're not talking about that. We are concerned with the blood in this case, and that it should be a slightly alkaline 7.35 to 7.45 at all times. When the pH is too low or too high, your health is compromised. This is so simple to maintain, but many do not even give it a thought. Simple way to fix it. Alkalizing formulas. There's several of them, but I'm going to give you two right quick. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda plus 1/2 glass of distilled water. Once in the morning and once before going to bed. That helps maintain your pH. 1 or 2 tablespoons or 2 tablespoons of acid, let's say vinegar, and I always say use Bragg's because it's organic, plus 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda 2 or 3 times a day on an empty stomach. This maintains your pH balance, but it has to be done continuously.
Also, the many times we have discussed the sodium bicarbonate maple cancer treatment and made up the formula in the kitchen. Please share some light on this process.
Okay, Brother Lewis, this is going back to medical basic with the application of the least expensive, safest, perhaps most effective cancer medicine there is. Sodium bicarbonate will kill abnormal cancer cells in any part of the body and flush it out of the system. Since I may be able to give you only a few of the details here, please pull this up on your computer. info@healthycommunication.com. Again, info@healthycommunications.com. Also, go to your YouTube, Dr. Mark Circus, he's an allopathic doctor, and he is the director of International Medical Association. Pull this up and his teaching on bicarbonate soda and cancer. You will be amazed to the information that you can get right on your computer. Every cancer patient, every healthcare practitioner should know that intake of oral sodium bicarbonate offers an instant and strong shift of blood pH into alkaline. It is so strong that the effect that athletes can notice a difference in their breathing, and more oxygen is carried throughout the system and more acid is neutralized. There is a natural gas within this oxygen and shift to alkaline that allows it to cross the blood-brain barrier where no abnormal cancer cell is off limit. Plus, the maple syrup or molasses attacks the cancer cell and the oxygen alkaline kills the cells.
Well, in some of our classes, you mentioned effectiveness and how fast the sodium could be when applied according to the protocol. Can you bring us up to date on this?
Yes, the pH of the blood, as I said, is the most important factor. to determine the state of any microorganism in the blood. And of course, when we talk about microorganisms, we're talking about cancers and those kinds of things. The sodium bicarbonate is harmless, fast. Can you give me a napkin? Is fast and effective because it is extremely diffusible. This therapy with the bicarbonate for cancer should be set up with strong doses continuous for 7 to 8 days without interruption. In general, a mass of 2, 3, or 4 centimeters will begin to consistently regress from the 3rd to the 4th day and collapse on the 4th day. This says Dr. Simacini. I mentioned each stage of cancer might require a slightly difference in the amount of duration of the protocol. I see some places it says 2 weeks.
You said the maple syrup, molasses, etc. enables and increases penetration of bicarbonates into the compartments of the body. Even those which are difficult or impossible by other means. Can you clear up this a little more?
Yes, Brother Louis. These compartments includes the central nervous system, through the blood-brain barrier, joints, the solid tumors, and perhaps even the eyes. All membranes are penetratable and it takes up this drugs into the cell. That's what the molasses or the maple syrup does. For sugar is universally needed by all cells in the body. The cancer cell naturally go for sugar, and the bicarbonate is right behind that, and the alkalinity destroys the abnormal cell. But no harm is done to normal cells. That's the beauty.
We talked about the detoxification and cleansing the internal body. Can you give us some information on this?
A simple explanation: if you not change the oil or fluid in your car over a period of time, it's going to stop sooner or later, and most times sooner. The same with the body. If you never cleanse your body, you never go on a fast, you never do any of these things to make it operate, it's going to slow down. Now, when we are young and our immune system is helping to fight off some of these things, we may not see the problem immediately. But the thing is, the toxless diet, body purification healing system, is simply a natural and scientific way of eating and fasting away to super health. It is a new adventure in living, how to stay youthful and active until you are 100 or more. To keep you healthy and youthful, sexually active and vital beyond your 80s and etc. You must decide which road you're going to take. You cannot control your chronological years, but the toxless diet purification system, you can certainly control your biological age.
We talked about the 5 steps programs offered by Bragg some 60 years ago. Can you share a little insight on this?
Yes. The first step is to avoid foods, drinks, things that could clog up the human pipe system. Again, the scientists tell us there are 75,000 miles of veins, arteries, and vocabularies. That is not all that is hard to do, is to keep them clean. And I will go through these steps. Step 2 is to sit down and carefully analyze yourself. You may know how you feel, so you balance your diet, exercise, and your lifestyle and make the necessary change. 3, keep in mind at all times that the idea for men's diet is raw vegetable, fruit, grains, and nuts. 4, that the healing system is one of the great mysteries of body healing system. Fasting, cleansing is absolutely must for optimal health. And 5, our bodies are a fine instrument, and cleansing becomes a must in our lifestyle.